and M&T Bank Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here we go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Look at this Baltimore defense.
They come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go, here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And the stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
At the Bengals 28-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone, following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
Well, they come in the top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials...
Hey, give me 1 second real quick. My son just woke up.
Jersey getting pulled. That's a flag coming out every time.
Take it to the crib. Alpha, is it on? 180. Keep it together, offense. Keep it together. We can do this, offense.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The Ravens at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Give running right is Mitchell.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. 47 yards rushing for him. He's carried the ball just 5 times. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Now Jackson. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. zone here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go for whatever, and it tells you you're going somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Bengals.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On second down, here's Jackson.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
There he goes, right side.
Inside the 10.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Bengals 14, Ravens 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Trying the right side with Mitchell.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now it's Burrow. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Jackson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Burrow will throw. And that's incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. McPherson's kick is good.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Jackson.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Jackson will throw again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Looking deep here from Mooney. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Bengals. They'll take
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Room here to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Tommy.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 24, Ravens 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they have.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing is Jackson. And oh, he coughed it up. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Here we go. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Burrow looking to pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Go, boys. We got this. Go, baby. Let's go.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Take that, thank you. Line to make a flag.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw there complete to Mooney.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
That is definitely what we call a defense in uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
On the draw, here's Mitchell. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Jackson.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll buy some time right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jeffers, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bengal first down.
First down, here's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 5.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action. Now Jackson.
That's complete to Mooney.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw is Jackson.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
A give here to Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Jackson.
And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 45, Ravens 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off through the middle of the field. He's on his way.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.